Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jovan, operator and owner of Rent with Jovan. So today we're in Alexandria, Virginia, and also in Washington, D.C. It's about a 5-mile radius, so together we call this the DMV. So here in the DMV area, we used to use a cleaning company, and at first they were really good. But then after a period of time, they started to decline in their services. We replaced them with a new cleaner, and then kind of around the same thing happened around a year into it. We realized how much money we were spending on cleaners, somewhere between $1,500 to $2,500 every single week. So I decided to just start our own cleaning company and pretty much hire people from scratch. So today what I'm doing is I have a bunch of laundry and linens from our old cleaners, and I'm opening up a storage unit, and I'll be transitioning some of these items into the unit so that our cleaners can get to these items without having us to intervene, and they'll be able to just grab what they need and go to a property. So I've always had 2 profiles on Airbnb since the beginning. And what that did for me was I was able to have all of the money for the daily rates stay into the main account, and then all of the money for cleaning get automatically sent to the other account as a co-host. That way there was never a mix-up of the cleaning money versus the daily rate money. And I would always have enough money to pay cleaners because that money from the co-host account went to a separate business account. Once it hit that business account dedicated solely for cleaning, I was able to pay the cleaners from that account. While doing this process, however, I was able to build my own business credit and revenue for that business, even though it was directly paying a third-party cleaner. So technically, it was like I was the cleaner and I was paying a subcontractor. So now that I decided to start my own cleaning company, it became very easy to transition from using a company to hiring my own people. Everything stayed the same. The accounts were still getting paid from the co-host account. And then when I decided to hire people and buy supplies and things of that nature, I was able to just use that same account and pay my staff. Now the question is, how do you make money as a cleaner on Airbnb? Well, it's pretty complicated because there's a lot of moving parts with your staff. There's a lot of turnover in that aspect. Also keeping up with supplies and inventory, making sure that's current. I would say the best thing about being a cleaning company is that you charge your clients flat rate, but you pay your employees hourly. So if you charge a flat rate clean of $150 and you pay your staff $20 an hour and they finish in 3 hours, then you pay your staff $60 for that, and you get to keep the remainder of that. Now, I'm kind of the test dummy for this cleaning company because I have instant business with the cleaning company in cleaning my own properties. Once we are all fully operational, we are then able to branch out and start to get clients besides myself. But it's a real good test for myself to use my own properties as a test dummy and knock everything out and get everything operational and pretty much just work out the kinks of everything that might happen. All right, guys, we're at the first stop of the day here, and this is the first storage unit. We had a unit here just when we closed down one of the Airbnbs, and we decided to keep the furniture and put it in storage. Found a really great deal on the price, so it made sense to just keep it. That way, if we start a new Airbnb, we're ready to go instead of having to wait for delivery, and we already have the inventory and able to go. But today I found an even cheaper deal in the same unit complex for a bigger unit for less money. So it was a no-brainer, and I decided to switch. So today that's what I'm doing. We don't have much stuff in here now, but there's going to be more stuff coming in later. Now I got some of these items that I took out from storage, and I'm actually heading to another storage unit later on today because that one is closer to our units in DC. And there we'll have our cleaners able to access that unit more frequently. We have a key that we leave at the desk for them, and they can just have their names on file, and that way they can just go in and out and pick up supplies and things of that. I found that we had some extra glassware, dinnerware, utensils, things like that. These things go missing after guest stays. Sometimes they break, so it's good to have extras on standby so it can be replenished. All right, guys, so now we're in Washington, D.C. I had to go over to one of my units because we had a key fob issue where someone lost the key fob. So now I have to replace it. We luckily always had an extra one anyway, so it wasn't an issue as far as getting in the unit. but now we need to replace the extra key fob. With buildings like this, large complex buildings, they're strict on changing the locks and things like that, so we have to abide by their rules. So we keep the key fob and we just put it in a lockbox, and this way they can access the lockbox, get the key fob, and then enter the building and enter the unit. So hopefully we can talk to some of the leasing agents inside and get some extra key fobs. All right, so we were able to get those key fobs from the unit, and we were able to see how that unit looks, to see that it was clean and good condition. So now we're here at the second storage unit here in DC, and I'm just going to drop some supplies off, and it should be a pretty quick trip. So here's our storage unit, just a simple 5x5 box essentially, and we already stacked paper towels, toilet paper, sheets. Everything's in here that we need for a cleaning business and even for our own Airbnbs in general. So the real question now is, can I get all of these items behind me in all these boxes in this space without overcrowding? So it looks like exactly almost how I did before. I was able to stuff this small file cabinet in the corner and then just stack some other things on top. I still got to keep my side here with the soaps. And as we can see here, this box is empty. Another empty box. The last step is to see if I could fit these 3 air mattresses in here. A lot of times we have air mattress in the units and they either break or end up missing. So it's good to have air mattresses on standby so that it can quickly be replaced in case the next guest informs us that there's no air mattress in the unit. All right, so we left the storage unit and it seemed like it was successful. Everything fit in there perfectly. It's still not too cramped. I think I'm gonna buy 2 shelves to go on the left side of the unit. That way we can stack some of those shampoo bottles and small boxes and things like that, so it's not just on the floor, and then we can maximize the space. So in the Airbnb space right now, things are getting a little bit tight, a lot of competition, and the best way to beat some of this competition is to start your own cleaning company. Or it doesn't even have to be a cleaning company, but you can hire your own cleaners. You'll save a lot of money just from paying an entire cleaning company that's charging you a flat rate compared to you paying your cleaners by the hour. Depending on where you live dictates how much you can pay your cleaners. Obviously, if you have a area with a higher or lower cost of living, the prices for the hourly is different, and you're gonna have to see what it is in your area. You can do a quick search on Indeed and just type in house cleaner and they'll show you the average for your neighborhood. The advantages of having your own cleaner is that you are more hands-on with the process. Instead of having to fight a cleaner about their work, they might have jobs that's not fulfilled completely, and now you have to chase them down to either return to the property or try to get a refund from them, which is very unlikely. When you have your own cleaners, you can have cleaning standards set your way, have everything cleaned uniform every time, and you can hold your own cleaners a lot more accountable because they're under your umbrella. The most important factor of it all is when you pay your cleaners by the hour, you're actually saving a lot more money. And what you can do is pass those savings on to the guests. So if before you were charging a cleaning fee of $200 for your home and you had to give all $200 to the cleaning company, now you can pay a cleaner, let's say $20 an hour, and they'll take 5 hours, which is $100. And obviously you're gonna have to pay for your own supplies, so you're gonna have to leave some extra money in there. So you can still charge a guest $150 for your cleaning, and that's saving them $50, and you're also making $50, opposed to you charging $200 and giving every penny of it to the cleaning company. Now, the advantage of this is for guests, they don't see cleaning fees anymore on Airbnb. They just see a total number. So if you were to have a unit and you're only charging $100 a night and you had a $200 cleaning fee, all the guest sees is $300. So even if you lower your rate from $100 a night down to $50, they're still going to see the $200 cleaning fee baked into the price plus your actual $50 rate. So it's only going to be $250. But out of that, you're only going to receive $50 of that if you were to lower your rate. When you lower your rate and you have a high cleaning fee, the effect isn't shown as much compared to if you have a low cleaning fee plus an actual competitive price. Now we can change that example to $100 a night for your daily rate and $150 for cleaning. Now we're at $250. If you were to lower your price for some reason, $50 to $50 from $100, now you'll have a $50 daily rate plus a $150 cleaning, which is a total of $200, which is $100 cheaper than the $300 rate before. So now, while all your competitors are only able to lower the daily rate and can't adjust their cleaning fees because they're all paying cleaning companies, you can now have the ability to adjust your daily rate and your cleaning rate in order to lower your prices and make them even more attractive than your competitors. And not only will you be able to adjust more than your competitors, you'll still be able to even make some money on both sides of the equation. You'll be able to still make your daily rate money and you'll also still be able to profit from your cleaning fee while charging less to the guests. It's a win-win. And the best part is that once you have your systems in place and your cleaning teams in order and your cleaning units, you can, if you choose, branch out and start to acquire more clients unrelated to your units. So now you effectively just created a second company that's actually bringing in additional revenue. So now you have Airbnb revenue for your daily rates and you also have cleaning revenue. So now you have two amazing companies that feed off each other and can also generate a lot of profit. So that pretty much ends today's video. You saw me go to my first storage unit to transfer some things and upgrade to a larger space. We've also went to my apartment complex to get new key fobs, and we went to my second storage unit in Washington, D.C. so that you're able to see my cleaning storage unit and see how we operate out of there. If you learned something from this video, please drop a comment below. And if you have any other topics you want me to talk about, you can also leave a comment and I'll respond and also see what videos I can make in the future. And that's all we have for today. So I wish you guys a good one and we'll see you with the next video.